Hello, my name is Johnny Henry. I'm from Soso, Mississippi, a little town in southeast central Mississippi. I'm speaking to you today because of the great 2012 presidential election that we have coming very soon. I'm committed to peace, love, prosperity, and happiness. I'm an author, writer, inventor, and most of all, a leadership seminar specialist. My invention, the vibrating toilet seat, which debuted in 2008 on the Jay Leno show, was one of the most intriguing inventions ever. My books, The Adventures of Astro Kid and Space Dog Leroy, Success, the Inner Treasures of Life, Reflections of Life for the Heart and Soul, and Diversity versus Racism, A Challenge to Mankind. Now, I want to speak to you today on diversity versus racism, a challenge to mankind. And to me, this is most important because we are in the threshold of electing our new president, re-electing our president, President Barack Obama. Hopefully, I'm not telling you who to vote for or how to vote, but please register and get out to vote. And watch the debate tonight, and let the content of that person's character be the calling card that you vote for. Put yourself in that situation. You're voting for your grandchildren, your children, not just for the President of the United States, but your hands and your fingers will pick the next Supreme Court justices that's chosen by our next president. So you need to be very careful about who you put in office right now. Well, we know President Obama is very bold in his deportation. He's a man of integrity, man of dignity, respect, leadership, great leadership. And when I see him, he emboldens greatness and leadership. Miss Obama, Miss Michelle Obama, wonderful lady, who also has those same traits and characteristics. The two make a great team, and their daughters, whom we love very much. And we pray for them every day, that they're covered in God's blood. God covered them in his blood, that he uplift them, he carry them, put a protective hand over the White House. I do believe that America is a country, the people are very smart people. And this election is not about black or white, red or yellow. It's about who's right and who's wrong. And that's what Diversity versus Racism, my new book that's coming out now, will explain to you why President Obama will be re-elected to the White House. Because if you believe in destiny, I'm not going to tell you. I want you to read the book and find out for yourself. This book will enlighten you on embracing diversity instead of racism. If we don't embrace diversity, which is respecting the gifts, the talents, the genius, the differences, differences in one another, but uplifting one another, coming out of our physical selves into the spiritual realm. If we can come into that spiritual realm, we can relieve ourselves of a lot of the racial traits, practices that we perform against one another, that racism, sexism, and homophobism. It's these isms that have America sick. Now, speaking of sickness, racism is like a cancer that eats at the body. Okay, for instance, God has sent President Obama as a bomb to reveal the cancer of racism in the American society and to bring about diversity. Within this election, diversity has been so great. You can look all across the board and see where all races are coming together, working together to make it a greater and much better nation. Because America, the nation of America, is the leader of the world. Now, the patient in this sense is saying, America is saying, no, God, just close the old wound up, we'll be all right. But you're not going to be all right until you get that cancer out of your system. And that's what diversity versus racism does. It doesn't point fingers at any race, but it touches all of us on the point of race. It's have some of us believing in superiority, some that believe that we're inferior. But we must work through this as a people together, and to know God don't make any inferior people anything. Whatever he make is great and good, and he's blessed us with the wisdom to walk in that light. And I would like to share with you some of the things that I've experienced in my life. I look back when my mother and father, Mr. Ishmael and Miss Mary Ella Henry, taught me the ways of right and wrong, and my brothers and sisters. And this is why I must speak to you today. Let your hearts dictate your vote. Let your mind dwell not on the physical, but the spiritual things that God has put in our midst. And one verse I love to quote to you out of the Bible. Hebrews 11th chapter, 1st verse. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So we hope for this diversity, and this diversity is coming to us. It's not always easy to change, but change we must if we're going to grow as a nation. So I would say this book, plus my other book also that I have coming out, Reflections of Life for the Heart and Soul. It's one of the most venerable poetry books that you ever read, because it dictates the travels of the heart, heartache, heartbreak, fulfillment, love. All of us are falling in love, are tempted to fall in love, and some of us has attained that great asset of love, and some of us haven't and probably won't. But the chase is wonderful. It's wonderful. It creates within one the sense that at least I did try, and maybe before I leave earth, this great love that God has for me will come to me. So remember to Reflections of Life for the Heart and Soul. I'm going to give you these two websites. The website for Diversity versus Racism is www.enlightenthepeople.com. www.enlightenthepeople.com. The website for Reflections of Life is www.reflectionsoflife.jhenry.com. That's REFLECTLNS of Life by jhenry.com. And these books will be coming to bookstores near you very soon. Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, Walmart, all these different independent book outlets, because they're two of the greatest books out there right now, bar none. Pound for pound. You read these books, you get your money's worth. These books fulfill you, help to clarify this thing that's going on in you that might not be quite right. As far as racism, I don't believe that myself that one race is the cause of it, but we are all caught up in this conflagration that we must work out. And I believe this debate tonight will determine a lot about the course of direction of our country. So please enlighten yourself and let racism be eradicated from your conscience, from your psyche, from your soul. Now, my email is also astrostarenterprises@yahoo.com. That's astrostarenterprises@yahoo.com. Now, I will be coming to you in the near future with different characters. So be on the lookout for those different characters, and put your trust and faith in God and let Him guide you all the way in this maze of life. Thank you very much. Looking forward to coming to you again. Have a wonderful day.